We want Bishop Watterson not to be a school for the elite, not to be just for the really smart kids, not for the really rich kids. If someone wants a Catholic education and they want to have that education here at Bishop Watterson, we want to do whatever we can to help them make that possible.
When Will was in 8th grade, we didn't know if he would be able to make it here because we knew how academically strong it was. And we knew that there was programs, but we didn't know how he would use his tools to use those programs. And it ended up that he was so successful here that it blew our mind. And he now is a sophomore at Ohio University, double majoring and double minoring. It's a transformation, and it's because of programs like the Dominican program.
Our Dominican program really is an all-encompassing program, and it is designed to not only work with the educational needs of those students and help them to be successful, but it also touches on and really focuses on that social and mental health side of things. Because as we educate the whole person, we have to address those needs.
For a long time, and especially in private schools, and Watterson's not immune to this, there is this push for outcome. It's all about GPA, it's all about grades, it's all about performance. And sometimes we focus more on the outcome and less on the process. So what we really try to do in the Dominican program is show our kids, show our families that at the end of the day, it's not nearly as important what grade you get or what your GPA says. It's about mastering the skills that help you become a more independent learner and a more well-rounded person.
The Dominican program has several components to it. It works with students who have learning differences and gives them access and opportunities, but the component I work in is a mental health component. And I'm one of the counselors here at Bishop Watterson, and so I get to work with students on issues related to academic fears and apprehension, all the way to mental health issues such as anxiety, depression, and other serious issues like suicidal ideation or substance abuse, and then everything in between.
It's been a goal of ours since I took over as principal that we establish that program. We now have a director of that program to kind of oversee that. And the people that are in that Dominican program that are working in there, whether it's the director or those intervention specialists, have a real passion for intervention and really want those kids to be successful.
I would have loved to go here as a high school student when I think of all the languages and electives and everything we offer. And it makes me excited to know that students who might not have considered Watterson now can because of the depth of the Dominican program, that they can get help to make this the best fit for them. I always tell my students that we're all like a puzzle and we all have different pieces to our puzzle. And sometimes that means counseling, and sometimes that means working with the intervention specialist or having other supports on board. And that just helps address the whole person and make sure that each student is getting what they need to be the best that they can be and make that full puzzle, which I think can be a really cool analogy for them to understand.
At the end of the day, I don't want Bishop Watterson to be viewed as a one type of a student can come in here and do well. But for any type of a student to come into Watterson, regardless of their background socioeconomically, regardless of their background in terms of how their learning style is, the accommodations that they need, to really open up the doors to all learners, I think that's an ultimate goal, and I think that's a responsibility of a Catholic school. At the same time, you need the resources to really address the need for those students.
Watterson really cares about providing this wonderful experience to any student, and tuition assistance is available to anybody who might need it, because we don't want anybody to miss out on the opportunity to come to Watterson.
There's many different ways to give to Watterson, but tuition assistance is a real passion for me and my wife, because in 1985 I was the beneficiary of tuition assistance here at Watterson, and without it I may not have been able to attend the school. And now looking back and seeing the true benefit of this faith-filled education that I was fortunate to go through, and how it helped me through the rest of my life, I want to give back. I want to help the next student or students to be able to have that same opportunity that I had.
When you invest in our Dominican program or in our tuition assistance, you're not investing in an institution. You are investing in people. And these young people are our future.